Bitcoin right now is trying to break out of its channel. If it confirms, it'll be a very significant move and could lay to rest a lot of the bearish arguments they're hearing from analysts right now. I've got that story for you. We've got the latest on the Strait of Hormuz situation, updates from GameStop and Marathon, and what's going on with the crypto markets, and much more. Let's go. So, first and foremost, the price of Bitcoin, our favorite topic. Right now, Bitcoin's above the downtrend line, the one that's been in effect since October 6th, above the 50-day EMA, the 20-day EMA, and the bull market support band, coming up very closely to the 200-day EMA, close over $83,000. Be very, very interesting as that gets above the 200-day EMA, which is the bull bear line. Trading above the 200-day, bullish. Below, bearish. That's just textbook. But what's very interesting right now, we are attempting a breakout of the channel. This is the channel of channels. The channel has been keeping the price subdued for a very, very long time now. We are attempting a breakout of this currently. Attempting. 13 and a half hours until the daily close comes in. A lot can happen between now and then. Something can get blown up in the Middle East. Trump can tweet some crazy shit. Markets will come back down. But if we can confirm a daily candle above this orange line on the chart right here, that would indicate a significant potential move brewing here, and that we could have a confirmed breakout. If we confirm the breakout here, the implied price target is $10,000 higher. So it's $79,000 breakout level. $89,000 becomes the price target here for this move on BTC. I like it. Let's go. Let's see if we can get that daily close confirmed or not. Dr. Strange, this is a very interesting chart, monthly chart. Bitcoin RSI on monthly and weekly are pushing back above 50. 4-year cyclers are still fighting the trend, shorting this rally. Have a look here. Previous times, we've crossed above the 50 level on the monthly RSI. Late 2015, followed by a 2-year rally, all of 2016, all of 2017. Back here, 2019, we crossed above it. We did retest it, backtest it during the COVID crash when the entire global economy imploded. So fair play, I guess, on that one. But we crossed it in late 2019, early 2019, and then peaked out in 2021, about 2 years later, coinciding with that move right there. We can see here as well in 2023, crossing back above it, kind of moving sideways across it, and then rallying up here in late 24. So pretty strong level of correlation between RSI breakouts above 50 and big moves in the market. This is the monthly chart, so it has much more impact than an hourly or daily chart. Charting guy, hey, let's go. Total solar eclipse. The first one's on August 12th, first since April 2024. If you remember April 2024, that was coincided with a big crash as the ETF trade was starting to cool off and people started taking a lot of profits. He said it'll also be the first one of the new solar cycle, which in the past 2 cycles marked a major local high. So this is a 5-wave count here. You can see previous 5-wave counts. Now, you may think this is all crazy. Solar cycles, lunar cycles. These red lines in the chart coincide with lunar events, total eclipses. You can see generally coincides with bad times in the markets. So whether or not this all plays out, highly speculative, let's say. But I could see a rally between here and August. So much is lining up. Kevin Warsh and all that stuff's coming in. Stocks keep ripping. Could see it, right? In that scenario, he's got charted out here. We're going up to about 120K, pulling back around to a 90K by about the end of the year, before then a major rally throughout 2027 that gets us up to about $250,000 sometime mid to late 27. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. By the way, he sees this finally peaking out sometime in 29. Whether we make it that far or not remains to be seen, of course. But I could see the AI trade. I mean, if the markets peak in 29, literally the entire world's just on a simulation, isn't it? Because remember the Great Depression started in 1929 when the markets went absolutely bananas, crazy zone. Followed by the Great Depression, which with the AI trade and everything happening AI and the great AI unemployment crisis, I could see it. I could see it. Hey, oil. Let's talk about something more cheery. The Strait of Hormuz. The Strait of Hormuz still closed. However, we do have some major updates on that. Oil currently sitting at $117 a barrel above the previous resistance line, consolidating up there. Now, what's interesting, the big news of today, 2 U.S. destroyers have gone through the Strait of Hormuz, apparently under constant attack of Iranian drones, missiles, and small, fast attack craft. During the transit, they are supported by Apache helicopters and other aircraft throughout the barrage of Iranian attacks. Interesting. Now, what's even more interesting, apparently it worked. Maersk says that one of its ships has got out of the Strait of Hormuz today under U.S. escort. Dawn did it. Dawn, what's up? They're literally getting ships out through the Strait of Hormuz right now. That's big. Now, can they continue doing that? What happens if the Iranians actually end up hitting a U.S. ship? Because that's a dangerous game to be playing. A very dangerous game to be playing. But if they can pull it off, if the Americans can start getting these hundreds of stranded ships that are stuck in the Persian Gulf out and get new ones in to take new supply and take that out, things are real crazy real quick, guys, because that is the biggest barrier to just crazy town up markets forever. Well, till 2028 anyway. Hey, quick update on my trades. Solana trade, still not doing a whole lot. Stop losses locked in here at break even, so it's fine if the price goes down. We don't make any money in the trade, but it's all good. Price target remains at, where do we put the price target at? Price target remains here at $98. Bitcoin, price target remains at $90,000 on this one. Maybe I should adjust it to 89K to be more in tune with the channel, but it's currently at $90,000. Might even add some more to this trade if we get a confirmed breakout above the channel today. I might add some more to this trade. Circle, dude, this one absolutely ripped. Now pulling back a little bit in pre-markets. Pre-markets were up at 125 earlier. It's back down to 122. I've moved the stop up to slight profit at 110. So the price drops by $12.62. Then I get stopped out for nothing. However, the price target remains $150 on this one. I'll break the chart down here for you in a second in case you missed yesterday. Of course, Inner Circle members, link down below, got this trade at $105. Absolute ripper of a trade, that one. If you want to join me trading over on BitUnix, you can trade stocks like Circle or Tesla. You can trade gold and silver and oil, and of course, all your favorite crypto coins, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP. What's great about trading the stocks and the commodities is to do it with crypto native features. You deposit your USDT crypto stable coins, and you can trade basically any market. That's awesome. Link down below. It's available to anyone, anywhere. That's you. I know some of you guys really struggle to find a good exchange available in your local jurisdiction. Well, BitUnix got you covered in that regard. Deposit $1,000. This is exclusive when you use the link down below, by the way. Deposit $1,000, you get $200 cash back. It's a deposit bonus. Put in $2,000, you're gonna get $400 cash back. Deposit bonus. Crazy stuff. 5 days left in this deal, and I really think that this time, maybe the last time we stop running this particular deal, because we have a new campaign coming soon, and not sure we're gonna keep running this deposit bonus. But hey, hop on while you can. Link down below. Go check it out. So, Neil saying a lot of people outside and inside the crypto industry don't know how big of a deal the Clarity Act is. Beyond underpriced. Here are 4 reasons why. It legitimizes crypto as a permanent part of the U.S. financial infrastructure. 2, it unlocks institutional participation with clear rules of the road, less legal risk for exchanges, custodians, etc. The number of crypto-related IPOs and mergers and acquisitions will shock everyone to the upside. I bet. More assets become institutionally investable as managers will be able to underwrite regulatory risk better. That's in response to Clarity Act moves closer to law after final stablecoin rules ban passive yield but allow activity-based rewards, lifting passage odds to 55% as lawmakers push for a May timeline despite rising bank opposition. Of course, the banks don't want this. Banks haven't had a chance to fully corner the market yet, but it's coming. Circle. Look at that breakout. Look at breakout on volume too here, by the way. Shout out to David. He's our in-house TA dude in the Inner Circle. He caught this yesterday. I had to look at it. I was like, holy crap, we are breaking out of this huge triangle here. Let's go. Well, played out so far in our favor, up 23% according to pre-market prices, and the pump of 20% yesterday. Holy cow, what a move. Now, again, the implied price target here is $150. So if you didn't catch the initial breakout, you're probably late to the trade, realistically. But if you did catch the breakout, if you saw the video yesterday, or if you're in the Inner Circle and saw the trade, then, like I said, I'm going to stick to my guns until we get to 150, or we pull back to 110 and I get out for a very, very slight profit. I put my stop loss just a little bit above the entry. Continuing. ETH. There might be an ETH trade coming here really soon, actually, because we are once again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Attempt number 6 currently playing out to take out this resistance. If you get a daily confirmed close at $2,400, the implied breakout target's around $2,800. Now, $2,800 is an incredibly significant level for Ethereum. This is right here. This area right here historically has been a major point of control for the price of ETH. Could be a trade here brewing. I'll let you know if I end up pulling the trigger on that one. Pepe, as an ETH proxy, continues to just be up and to the right. I mean, this has been a crazy chart ever since the 29th of March, just slowly grinding up. Once again, at the point of resistance, a close here above 420, and this thing probably absolutely effing rips. I'm long, I got a bag. Solana. Solana's been a really weak one recently, and it's kind of frustrating because, like, you know, it's Solana. The tech's great. I use Solana relatively frequently. I've been doing a lot less on-chain stuff recently because it hasn't been as much on-chain stuff to do, and DeFi is not very attractive when everything gets hacked all the time. Anyway, we are right now at the average price that it's been at essentially since the 5th of February. I bought more this week, spot bags. This is a good range to buy in my opinion. If it goes down, I'll buy more, but with the way the markets are looking, I can easily see us waking up one day to a massive rip here on Solana. Big triangle forming here when the move comes, and you have to wait until $86, really. That's going to be the big breakout target. But when it comes, it's going to be an absolute ripper of a move. Now, that all being said, the number one thing to be doing has been apparently just investing in low-cap stocks over the last year. Jeez Louise, look at this one's up 11,000%. I mean, if you put in 10K, it'd be worth $1.1 million or some crap like that. That's crazy, dude. That's the real altcoin season's been in stocks, low cap stocks in particular. Anything related to AI, data centers, GPU, memory, any of that kind of stuff's been going absolutely bonkers, crazy zone. Now, AMD, have a look at this one right here. AMD absolutely ripped from the breakout target. Of course, we call that trade in the inner circle. I've been telling you guys about the accumulation zone back here on the channel on YouTube. This thing broke quite a bit higher. Earnings are today, so market's selling off a little bit in advance of that. I mean, it's up 88% in the last few weeks. This thing's got to cool off. You can see the MACD starting to curl over up here. RSI got to the level which typically indicates that the move is starting to find its terminal point in the short term. Doesn't mean that AMD is bad or that's, you know, going to go down forever or anything like that. But maybe we get a pullback to the 20-day at 299, or even as far back here at 265, retesting the whole move and it's establishing a new range for the price to be trading in. That would be very interesting, in my opinion. Ladder it up. Big accumulation zone, do that for a few months, then blam, blast up to $500 next or something like that. Galaxy. People continue to realize that this is not just a Bitcoin mining company anymore. Or not a Bitcoin mining company, but a crypto company. No, they're doing data centers now. Data centers! Oh yeah, AI data centers, baby. This thing has had a very clean technical move. Downtrend broken, retested, breaking higher. I remain long. This is crazy. You gotta listen to this. So, GameStop. This interaction is crazy. I gotta play this for you. You guys haven't seen this. GameStop wants to buy eBay. Have a listen to this real quick. This is, you're gonna get a chuckle.
Are on our website.
I mean, he's totally high, right? First and foremost. Look at those eyes. Look at that face. This dude's, I haven't seen Ryan Cohen talk before. He's totally high, right? The guy hit me up in the comment section. This guy, I mean. Anyway, continuing.
Can you help? I've read them, but can you help our audience understand them?
Yeah. Which part exactly?
Well,
this guy's in charge of an $11 billion company.
The market cap of GameStop is, call it, $11 billion. You have $9 billion on your balance sheet. Arguably, if you're providing effectively all of your stock, and then the cash that gets you to 20, you have this letter from TD. That's another 20. We're now at 40, but we're still off by, call it, 16. And the 20, as far as I understand, while it's considered a highly confident letter, meaning TD saying they're highly confident that they would provide the financing, it's not locked financing.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yes.
I hear you. I understand that. I'm just trying to understand where the rest of the money would come from.
It's half cash, half stock.
I hear you. I'm just saying that math doesn't get you to the price that you're offering.
So,
Brian, that's a pretty
so what do
straightforward
you-
question.
so what
I
are you
don't get
saying?
it. Like, where's the rest of the money coming from? Andrew laid it out pretty clearly.
I don't understand your question. We're all
Okay. That's enough of that. You get the point. Bit of a long clip. Hope we stuck with you through it. I think it's pretty entertaining. Anyway, so here's the thing. GameStop wants to buy eBay. They're gonna have to issue out a shit ton of stocks. Now they've got $9 billion in cash. TD's put up $20 billion potentially, and the other half would have to come from just huge dilution. So they would need what, $27 billion worth of newly issued stock that I guess they would give to the eBay guys. I don't know, that's about that deal. Now, why would they want to buy eBay? Is he serious about buying eBay? Yes, probably. If they buy eBay, I mean, think about eBay. Man, in theory, such a great marketplace. So much name recognition. It's been around, man, I remember flipping stuff on eBay back in like the early 2000s, man. It's good times. That being said, maybe if somebody new comes in, takes over, they could turn it around. But dude's answers do not inspire confidence. Let's put it that way. Anyway, Michael Burry's out. Michael Burry was in GameStop, and he's reportedly exited his entire position. Wall Street does indeed mistake debt for creativity and does so constantly. I, of all people, should have known, he says. It got him. Ryan Cohen got him. Huge sell-off on GME yesterday, down from 26. I mean, not huge, down to 23. This is the MSNBC interview right there. Boom. Anyway. Marathon. This one, I bought more. Buying more today. Buying more Marathon today. Hidden AI infrastructure bet most investors aren't paying attention to. Mara's seed-funded Auradine, now rebranded as Valora AI, owns 15%. Valora has spun out Aurascape, AI security, upscale AI networking. Mara CEO Fred Thiel sits on the board along Intel CEO Lip Bhutan. There's also more. Check this out. This guy says, that's my reason number 3 why Mara is my minor to AI HPC pick. Minimal dilution. Mara is also massively undervalued compared to its peers and has a great partnership with Starwood who know to execute. And that's in response to this. Funding discipline is part of Marathon's digital infrastructure strategy. Mara has multiple non-dilutive financing sources on hand for the anticipated Long Ridge closing. That's in relation to this. Mara's Long Ridge acquisition is wild when you do the math. 1 gigawatt of power capacity, enough to light up 750 to 850,000 American homes. 505 megawatt gas plant, plus 1,600 acres in Ohio, already printing 144 million annualized. Power costs under 1.5 cents a kilowatt hour. That is insanely cheap, by the way. Plus 1 gigawatt total capacity potential in PGM, highest demand grid in the USA. They're not renting out. They're building a vertically integrated energy and compute empire. AI data center leases in PGM are going for $196 kilowatt a month. Yo. Breaking out of the channel, retested the channel, now trying to get over the 200-day EMA. I think this thing could be a late catch-up trade for anyone. I mean, that's why I've invested my money in it. I'm not telling you guys what to do with your money. It's not what we do around here, okay? I just share my unsolicited opinions and all kinds of random shit happening in the markets. Anyway, this could be a catch-up trade for, if you missed Iron or something like that, this could be the next one to go because they've done the transition. One of the last companies to do it, but they're doing it a big way, and they got a lot coming on board for their AI compute shift. Cool. Anyway. Hey, by the way, if you're not in the inner circle yet, link down below. You got a 7-day free trial. This is our private investor community. You're getting deep dive reports on tech stocks. You're getting our trade signals, long, short trades on metals, crypto, stocks, and much more. Link down below. Go check it out. Love to see you in there. 7-day free trial. Thanks. Bye.